There we go. All right, cool. So, firstly, ignore all of this shit over on the left. This is literally just me running OBS with my GPU enabled because the Linux build is absolute dog shit. So let's just get rid of that bad boy. All right, cool. So, a couple of things we're going to be doing in this stream. Firstly, where the fuck is it? I think it's this one. So just a heads up, as you can see in the chat and the pinned message up here, I sort of made a, let's call it a free range bot. So I'm sure you've heard of things like the, what the fuck is it called? Like the stream elements and Nightbot and all that bullshit, that if you give it put an exclamation point before a command, it'll spit something back out at you. A bit of a like, I forget a black box, that's one. So it's like a, hey, give me the Discord link and I'll spit a Discord link out. More or less, that's sort of what I'm going to be working on right now. But what I was fucking around with last night is this bad boy. And this bad boy is pretty much the same thing. Well, no, it's not the same thing at all. It is a chatbot based on the same thing that I'm going to be building it out with now. For that, like, your generic stream elements, chatbot-esque features. But it's also I also have a local LLM running over here that it'll pipe every message through and drop a reply to it. So just a heads up, this shit talks like a Redditor, and it is. Wait, hold on, let me just scroll back up, right? So I've got it set to impersonate myself as like part of the bot, right? So it's signing on as a device. So that means that instead of signing on as its own account or anything like that, I authorize the device itself to impersonate me. And in this instance, the device is this bot right here. So it's set to not reply to itself, and I just did a slapdash, grab the name of the person that messaged, and if it's me, just don't respond to it. Otherwise, it will just spend all day talking to itself, just like I'm going to do right now in this stream. But it's a little bit more embarrassing when something you program does that. But yeah, so it will then grab whatever the message is and just dump it into the LLM and then spit something back out. I wanted it to not be too LLM-y, like I'm a chatbot and I can't help you with this. So I gave it a very, very basic prompt of something along the lines of pretend to be a Twitch chatter, but it talks like a Redditor. It talks like a Redditor, which we are going to ignore for now. But the basis of the, where is it? Let's see if I can grab an actual link to it. I think it's this one. So the basis of the sort of framework that I'm going to be using for the bots that I'm going to be building in this stream, and if I've got some time left at the end of it, I will work on this bad boy. I do want him to be free range, so we can sort of go out there, interact with other people, other streamers, join their chat shit, hopefully not embarrass me too much. But yeah, that'll need to be set up with like its own Twitch account, all that stuff. But the library that I'm going to be using, and I've had a look into a lot of different possible libraries and projects around just the Twitch API in general. And this one right here, Twitch API. What the fuck is this? Absolutely not. Let's just skip around a little bit. What do we feel like playing? Actually, let's just like drop this into the song because this is usually a pretty safe soundtrack. Pretty safe one to play. Anywho, I'm also not too sure if there'll be any conflicts with trying to build it through Rust. I'll build it with Cargo, as I've got this built with Cargo and I'm literally running it from the build, not as a built object, built project. So hopefully there won't be any issue with that. And if there is, then I'm just going to kill the lobotomite and put an end to him on the spot. Incoming ad break, 4.5 minutes. All right, so just before that break, I'm going to start setting everything up, getting into the project. Jumping straight back into here. So this is the base chatbot setup. Oh no, that is definitely not it. This is, god damn it didn't reset it properly. All right, I'm actually just gonna go in here and I'm literally just gonna copy and paste it because I am really lazy. Like I'm literally just gonna copy and paste this one. So the one that I have running here was based off this, very, very heavily based off this. But before I realized that I'd want to make any changes to it, I just did it in this project. So a good example is, let's say request, wherever it is. Oh no, that's right. Hang on. Yeah, that's identical. So why does it have the Olama thing in here? I don't know, but let's delete this. Let's just delete that file. Save this one and jump back in here. So the project doesn't have too much in it. So let's just check this, right? So let's pop this open raw, take a look at it and compare that with this. All right, so is there anything wacky going on in this one? A good example would be, I think I need to extend the bot type. No, actually that looks fine. That does look like it has reset properly. I just ran a git reset this directory to try and like restore this back to its default state. But just to be triple careful, I'm just gonna grab it and overwrite everything that is in there. Just make sure that there aren't going to be any unexpected outcomes from it. Thank you for following. Yeah, like I said, it's going to try and respond to everything, and it's going to be a little bit silly with it. That's what I'm here for. Yeah. Cool. So I definitely will turn off the stream elements bot at some point, but for now, I'm just going to let them all run wild while I work on the proper quote unquote. The one with all of the features that you'll expect to see. It'll do things like link through to Discord and other sites and shit like that. So for example, if I can firstly pop this open, actually what I should be doing is, what is it, this? And I don't remember how to resize Kitty. Resize Kitty split. So the terminal that I'm using is Kitty, which is great 99.9% of the time. It does have some issues with ligatures, but not too many. Hang on, what is it? Control Shift, but that is not the right answer. Arranging Kitty. So I'm going to pop this down, sort of squish it down so that I can just dump chat directly into this window just so I can see what the fuck's going on. So I don't need to jump over here every time I want to see some change. I don't want to do this. I want to resize. Control Shift R, there we go. All right, so Control Shift R. We want to shorter, so can I just keep doing that? Maybe a little bit taller. Boom. Boom. And there is a project that I think it was something like, it began with S, I know that. So let's just skim through these. Sergeant, that's the one. All right, so I need to find where I put that project. Where the fuck is it? There we go. All right, so I should be able to do it from in here, hopefully. Target. That. And I think I just run chat. I don't know if that's running or not. Yep. Nope. Oh, yep. Nope. There we go. Maybe. This is definitely the chat from last night. I'm not too sure if it's going to then... So let's just do a quick test to make sure that it is pulling through properly. Yep, cool, that's pulling through properly. Starting 9-second ad break. I'm not going to do too much interesting during the ad break. And let's jump back over here. I'm hoping that it'll let me know that when the ad break is over. What the fuck is that? So, where the fuck is it? Unpin. That is horrible. So, hold up. I'm hoping, there we go, ad break over. So, this chat here that I've got up here, I tried out a couple of different chat methods to get chat on the screen. And actually, can I just refresh it? Where is it? Twitch chat, that's that song. Can I refresh this? And good enough, I guess. So instead of using one of the other third-party platforms or systems to get chat up on the screen, and there are some really good ones, to be fair, like there are a lot of really good ones. This one is just straight up my own Twitch chat. So if I grab this and if we take a look into the properties, it is quite literally twitch.tv/popout/me/chat, and then a whole bunch of disgusting CSS to make it sort of legible for the stream. But anyway, so I've just built this and I'll need to, as I mentioned before, I need to come in and authorize it as a device. I'm hoping it won't interfere with this bot that's running. And I'll authorize that. And it's only got a very basic command at the moment. So all the commands will be set up in the configure.toml, which is just going to be a like a one-to-one. If the user says this, respond with this sort of thingamawhat's-it. So over here, not that one. Where the fuck did I put it? So this is my personal site that I'm going to be hopefully getting everyone to transition to down the line. Got my own Twitch chat over on the side. I've got the quality dropped as low as I possibly can just for the sake of my own fucking bandwidth, which is still registering as unstable. But I'm going to try out a command. So one of the commands, well, the only command at the moment is hello. So let's fire that off and I'll just do it from this one. What the fuck does that mean? That's a first. I'm not too sure if you guys can see it, but I've got a little pop-up saying chatting is disabled for channels owners mods because the window is obscured. I'm assuming that's because of my pinned message, so I'll just send it directly into chat. So what is it? It is hello. So exclamation mark hello. And hopefully, there we go. So this is this bot that we're going to be working on and setting up. Well, adding additional commands to and that sort of a thing. That doesn't have any of the the limitations that this stupid bot, the Reddit free range Reddit bot will have. it will just like it will not check that I'm not the one sending this before responding to it. I'm not too sure if I'll need to rebuild the entire project every time I want to add in a new command. So let's just do something like this, right? And let's say we want it to be, I mean, yeah, let's do exactly the same thing with hi, right? And I do have a feeling that I will have to rebuild this, but let's just check, because I'm going to send the same message, hi, and see if it'll trigger it off. It has logged that it is a chatbot command, but I guess I will have to actually rebuild it for it to take effect, which is neither here nor there in the grand scheme of things. Slightly annoying, but not the end of the world. I'm not too sure if like a config.toml really is going to be the best way of doing it, because what I would like to do is have commands both that are based on user messages, so being able to trigger a request for a specific command, specific response, and also sorry, like frequency based ones, so every X minutes send this message. We do have the stream elements one that is still actually running in my chat that'll probably pop up after like half an hour or so, begging for me to update the input for what it spits out, and I'm not going to, because it's funny watching a bot beg me like that. Cool, so let's jump back up into this one, and let's do this. WebSocket main. I definitely probably also will want to do something to set a, store the token. So that's something we'll probably do, to store the token somewhere. And then I don't need to actually sign in as myself every single time and authorize the device. That's fine. After it logs in. So this is the bot here. I also want a timer of some variety to trigger off these. So let's go command, right? So this is where it checks the incoming messages, strips out the message payload, and like more or less just passes it like this. So it'll grab the timestamp, the chatter username, and that's how I'm differentiating the message that should or shouldn't be responded to here in the one that will respond to everyone. And then the message text. I guess we'll also want a timer. I'm not too sure exactly where the timer should be running. Like I'm assuming that I probably want to set up, like break this class up a little. Well, class, is it called a class in Rust? Like for the file, is it like a class file? I'm not too sure, but we'll probably want to break it up a little bit to have a, whatchamacallit? Rust, what would it be called? Time-based, what's the term for frequency? Timer, Rust, timer, maybe? There's definitely a term for it that I'm not too sure about. Because we don't want to record it, we want to run it on a thingamawhat's it. Yeah, that is exactly what I want. So the struct, timer. A timer used to schedule execution of callbacks for a later date. In the current implementation, each timer is executed as 2 threads. So a scheduler thread, which maintains and manages the queue, and the communication thread, which communicates with it. without blocking the caller. So the reason I paused when I got to that line was because I was expecting the communication thread to be the sort of execution thread, the thing that actually fires off the thing that we're trying to run. So let's just take a look over the documentation. So I'm not super familiar with Rust, just to preface that. I've written a couple of small things over the last couple of days. Generally things that I want to be like hyper optimized. Using, because I have an Android, right? Sorry. Because I have an Android, you can use things like, I think it's just called ABD or ADDB, that gives you access in debug mode to do things like send text messages. So I wrote a quick little, not bash script, or a Rust script that would pass all of my text messages, save them to a SQLite or whatever one of those like local SQL database things are, just for context, to then send it back into the LLM as a literal context, and then respond to it. But I'm still by no means a Rust aficionado, especially when it comes to things like the definition types. Where is an example? I don't know if there'll be one in this. So let's jump into the free range chatbot, because I know I had to add one in here. But will this take me near where I want to be? That's not really. Like this specifically, like the just a single quote, single comma, static typing. Like I don't really understand that. Like I get the and self is a by reference, but somewhere in here, I swear there is a star and yeah, like this, that. What the fuck does that mean? Pass it by reference star? No clue. Anyway. So I'm going to be referencing the docs a fair bit, because yeah, I'm learning the language and it is what it is. So the public function scheduler with delay. A scheduled callback for execution after delay. Callbacks are guaranteed to never be called before delay. It's possible they'd be called a little after. That is a-okay. Actually, instead of going over the docs, I think it might be easier to just have a skim over public GitHub projects to find how someone else has done it. GitHub Rust repeating function call. That's definitely not the right way of structuring that thought. That really cool function. Nope. Rust. Oop. Timed function call. Let's pop that. Let's see what's going on here. I'm not going to open that. Let's get rid of that. So what do we have? Blockchain, database, embed, emulator. I guess messaging queue down the line, especially for the free range one, I'll want to set up a messaging queue for it. Most likely using RabbitMQ to handle being in multiple like chat rooms at once and waiting for responses from a LLM or something like that before it pops out anything. Hang on, what was it? Cloud native commands MSQ. RocketMQ Rust. That's not really what we want. Let's just go back up. Rust is a language that there are more game engines written in from scratch than there are games written in. And I love that for it. Well, actually, let's just take a quick look at the payment one, just to see what is in there. Hyperswitch, open source payment orchestration. like I've done a fair bit of work in a fair few languages making like payment gateways and that sort of stuff, like from the ground up. But that kind of looks cool, not gonna lie. It seems like it is a full from the ground up build, which is honestly a lot more than I was expecting. I was really expecting it just to be like a plug and play, like here's payment processes that we've already pre-configured the endpoints for, but it does look like it is. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna drop a star on this bad boy. Come check that out later. Right. Finance, games, image, message queue, industrial automation. There are a lot of interesting Rust projects that I definitely want to spend some time poking around. Yeah, anyway, the thing that we actually want is LDAP for fucking Rust. I mean, I can't say that I'm surprised at all. Rustodon. Someone rewrote Mastodon in Rust. Absolute psychopath behavior, to be honest. These are all cool and all. I'm just gonna leave that before I get like really, really distracted. Let's go back and GitHub Rust. What we want is a time-based function call. I don't want to time it. I want to I don't want any of that. And this is for like observability, I assume. Yeah, it definitely is. All right. So let's just take a look. Let's get back to the default out the box one. Callback is executed on the scheduler thread, therefore terminate very quickly or risk causing delaying other callbacks. Any failure in the callback will any failure in CB will schedule a thread and progressively contaminate the timer and the calling thread itself. You have been warned. That might be the single most ominous piece of documentation for any code I've seen in a very long time. Apart from that one that is like floating around the internet, there's like this huge doc block at the start of a file that's like, how many man hours have been spent trying to fix this? None of us understand how it works. Many of us have tried. Update this line with how many hours you've wasted trying to fix this. And the line below it says something like, hours wasted trying to refactor this file, 384. So let's just like skim over it. So we got the timer, chrono, thread, async, mutex. That creates a new timer. each callback increases the count. Sleep 1 second, the callback should be called around 200 times. Not a huge fan of using sleep for anything, to be honest. Unless it's on its own thread. Setup time duration, new. Count. Like, I don't understand this, to be honest. Like, I don't understand what this symbol right there is indicating. Assert. The timer is called blah, 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 blah. Drop the guard, which stops the timer. So, guard. Where is the guard being initialized? Just because. Yeah, actually, I'm not really following this. Because I'd assume dropping the guard, stopping the timer. Where the fuck is the guard? Where is this called? Like, where is this being started? Unless it count, nope. I'm not too sure how they are, like, actually running that. Oh, shit. God. Unless the count. I'm actually just straight up not following. Like, I'm just unsure of how it's being initialized. So let's just jump up to, like, whichever the simplest, probably. What is this? Sync. Share reference between threads. Let's not worry about any of the thread management for a timer until I understand how a goddamn timer works by itself first. We probably don't want to have this running exclusively based on the message, I would assume, but I might be wrong on that. Let's jump up that. So let's connect it. We're going to ignore all of that stuff. Probably ignore that as well, because that's just for sending the message. And we don't want to actually, maybe we do want to elicit it as a command. Client sends broadcaster conditions user ID. That will only work for a response to a new user, which we won't want to do. So we're going to need to generalize the send, not that one, this, fuck, that one. So we're going to need to generalize this a bit. Let's just try creating a new timer. Like, I just don't know where this is then being called, or is it when it instantiates it, is that then treating it as the initial call? Like, I'm really not too sure on that one. Oop. Oop, we've got an ad break starting in 4 minutes. I don't know. God can't clone that object. Well, mutex. Timer.schedule repeating. Unsure what's going on here exactly. Like, I'm not too sure what move that exactly does. Like, I'd assume, like, ignoring this part of it and treating this entire section here as a function, like a function call. I would assume that this would then just be the function it would run. So to get the count, get a lock on, unwrap it, and add one to it. But this here, I don't understand. And I'm still not 100% confident that this is what is instantiating it. Not 100% sure, but let's just throw it in there anyway. All right, so let's grab all of those. I probably should add it in here with anything else that I need. Boom. Oop. What do we need to include it? I am not, like I said, I'm not super familiar with it. If this is a like inbuilt or not an inbuilt, or if I need to like chrono, is that something that I need to add in? Like most of the things, yeah, okay, I guess. So I can go this, boom. It's actually running here. So let's kill this. Not that one. And I think I need to jump straight into here. Boop that bad boy. So let's just look at that example here. I have no clue what this is. Standard sync MPSC. No clue what MPSC is or stands for. So let's pop that open as well. Boom. I'm unsure, like, I'm just not clear on the syntax of it. Because, like, this print line at the end, sure, that'll be executed 3 seconds after this has been executed with a delay. But the TX send unwrap, what the fuck is a TX? What is this channel? Where is that coming from? Where is it set? Cool, alright, so apparently I've added, I don't think I wanted to add Android to that at all, but whatever. Ad starting in 8 seconds, so I'm just gonna jump up and go grab glass water and all that good stuff, and then BRB at the end of the ad break. Alright. Sorry about that, just jumped up and grabbed a nice apple. So let's jump back into, not that one, definitely not that one. Maybe this one? I think this is one that we installed, I think. But again, I don't understand how to use it because I'm a fool. I mean, honestly, cron would probably, if there's just straight up one that I can run like a cron, that would be preferable. Cron Express Passing Schedule Explorer. Lightspeed Scheduler. An in-process scheduler for periodic job scheduler lets you run Rust functions on a cron-like schedule. I mean, this is exactly what I want from the sounds of it. Lightspeed Scheduler. Let's take a look at this one. I was just running through it from the top. Let's check that I'm not muted. So, let's jump into this layout. I don't really love this layout, but it's absolute overkill. Oop, the bot has gone a bit silly. Like I said, I've got this bot running into an LLM that's just going to respond to everyone and everything. It's going to get a bit silly, but all right. So let's just skim over this. New time. I don't want to actually have to define a time zone or anything. Run every 10 seconds with no retries in case of failure. From seconds, every 10 seconds, executed at startup. Job new. I'm not too sure about like these two bits. Let's pull up the Rust docs for it. Like, I assume that's just the title of the job scheduler. This is the job for that job scheduler. And this is what we want it to do. And then this would be a separate command. Wait for the signal to stop the job executor. Where would that be coming from? Not too sure. Let's take a look at the docs. Fuck it, let's look at the code. We don't need to worry about that too much. Probably the scheduler is what we want to look at initially. To execute exactly duration away from previous execution. That's probably the way we would want to go with it. And we just set it for something like every 15 minutes or so. And to do that, let's jump over here. I don't really want to put this into like any of these files. Alright, let's make a new one. Let's call this schedule. Oh. Let's do, oh, hang on. Something that I always forget to do is, actually, hang on, no, I do want it on OBS, is to pull up, not that one, that one. So screen keys. Everyone loves screen keys. I'm not too sure how to look on this layout, but it fits pretty well over this layout. So I think I'm gonna drop a vertical split onto this one and we'll jump back into the main. Actually, I probably want this all around, so let's move that one there. Whoop, not that. and that one there. So let's just like grab all of this. Like, actually, can I just copy and paste this entire thing and execute it just to make sure that it will run and behave as I expect it to? Cargo. I know there is a linter in cargo, but I don't remember exactly. Build check init test bench check. Nope. I swear there's a linter for logout install format or something like that. Format. Nope. That's just for the built stuff. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just run fix. Working directed as uncommitted changes can potentially be destructive. All right, let's commit that. So pretty much the only thing I do actually like legitimately use AI for is for commit messages, especially in these sorts of situations where it's just going to be a really small change and it's something that I'd just chuck in. If I was going to type it manually, I'd just type in like changes and commit it. I use a combination of a whole bunch of linting, git linting and formatting plugins. Specifically, I want to say conventional commits, conventional convince, AI, emoji, and a bunch of other shit. Conventional commits, AI, checkbox, and emoji. It gives you that nice little tree to select what kind of update it is, what type of commit. It'll throw an emoji in there. So if you go to git log, that isn't going to show me the emoji. What do I need to do to get it to? I think it's that. Nope. Maybe. Yes. No. That's way too far. Way too many commits. There. Yeah, there we go. So like last commits, I probably should have just ran that and then like limited it to 2 or something. But anyway, let's close that. Hang on, what the fuck is it doing? Running that, or trying to run it at least. So I definitely don't want to bother with this at all. I just want to check that there aren't any, wait for the signal to stop the job executor. And that is waiting for like control C to be sent in. I'm assuming. I don't want to have to actually hit control C. Actually, maybe I do. Maybe I do. I might unfortunately just have to run this through ChatGPT because I am very smooth brained at the moment. Yeah. Instead of actually learning, I might just have to ask the AI to just solve my issue. But I'm not too sure how to explicitly, like I've done it in this one. Not that one, this one. This one, which is in here. This is the Olama call for it. But I don't remember how to IMPL. Is that what's required to export it? And my hover extrapolation is currently busted because I haven't updated my language server for any language in a fair while. So let's just grab this, right? And pump it into this. And how can I, what is it that I want to do? I want to export it. How can I export this as a function to another main.rs file? Like, the amount of times that I've asked ChatGPT stuff and it's just given me incorrect answers or unideal answers for anything complex is insurmountable, astronomical. But for something like this, like, how the fuck do I import? How do I import in Rust? Usually it'll be pretty solid. All right, so let's ignore that. Create a module with the async function. So this is our, actually, let's go with that because that actually is a much better name than the one. No, it's not. Never mind. Who gives a shit? I'm just going to copy this over without deleting what's currently in there. I'm just going to compare it. So if I save this, this is not formatted very well at all. Can I use this to format it? I'll fix. Yeah, I guess I don't have Rust formatting set up. Anyway, so that's the same. Pub async function run scheduler, which is pretty much a direct stand-in for the main one in here. The executor is exactly the same, as is this. Yeah, so more or less it is exactly the same, but just this is set as a pub async function. So then I needed to import that from here, but I'm not 100% sure on importing it. It is just straight up mod schedule runner. Cool. Do I need to then specify that in the cargo file at all? I don't think so. Nah. All right, so this is the main. Actually, should we pub mod? Let's just check the WebSocket. So WebSocket. No, hang on. I can't see like an explicit definition of it. So maybe this is the file name. Like, let's check it. Yeah, mod schedule runner. So I'm assuming this is actually just straight up based on, this is straight up based on the file name. So get rid of that. And let's just check how it calls it. Let's chuck that in there, and let's chuck this somewhere down here. Somewhere in the main. So this is the login section into manager event. Not probably, like, I'm not too sure what the best spot is to put it, but let's message. So this is dependent on the message being fired. So I guess we could just throw it in there above it, I guess. So let's chuck that there. And pray. So it should be spitting out every 10 seconds, not to the chat. Like, this would just be directly into the, let's switch over to this bad boy. It should just be straight into the, there we go. Whoop. Oh, I don't know if I added the crate, but I need. Whoop. Yep. Nope. A lot of issues. Yeah, because I didn't add Lightspeed scheduler. Makes sense. So let's grab that and paste that. I probably should have looked at the other errors before just blindly trusting, before blindly running it again, but we'll find out. Yeah, what do I got? Could not find signal in Tokyo. This item is gated here. Try to schedule. Federal role of use the underclock clarity module schedule runner. Was that this one? Oh, not that one. No, that should be fine. And that's a part of Lightspeed. Did I not just add Lightspeed scheduler? Like, I'm not too sure what it's complaining about. Let's just check. Yeah, so we got Lightspeed scheduler at the version here that they want. So why is it complaining? Anyway, let's jump up one. Scheduler runner. Hang on. Oh, right. I'm a fucking idiot. So in the main, right? Scheduler runner was the suggested naming for the schedule. But we didn't go with that. We went with that. That makes a lot more sense. So let's run it again. Run it back. Somehow, apparently, there's a block, but fuck. Yeah, so can't find signal in Tokyo. So maybe I just don't have Tokyo. You know, just No, I do. Am I missing anything in particular? Can I go like here and then this one, I guess? Dependencies. Yeah, I'm just still not too sure what I'm missing. Like, obviously it tells me what I'm missing, but I cannot find signal in Tokyo. Let's just do the fucking Google it. Ugh. Like, it's definitely going to be like an additional feature in the package that I need to add in, but I've got no fucking clue what it is. Create features item and macros only. This music is a little bit too chill. Let's just drop in my Discover Weekly for some angsty shit. Like, I was joking when I said that, but straight out the gate, playing the background music from fucking Death Note, like, it is what it is. Jump back. I assume we just need to add in signal. Signal or signals? I don't know. Let's try that. Signal. Just like I mentioned a couple of times, this bad boy, if anyone drops anything into chat, this chatbot will probably start saying some very silly things back. But let's let this build. We should get I think the only commands that I've got that I put in there was so hi and hello, which are both pretty boring. But I will then need to add in an additional thing in here, like command for like recurrence or schedule or something like that. And then that should cover that. Cool. Is this running or not? Nope. Still building. Whoop. Something else I keep getting is every time that I hit both of my shift keys simultaneously, it turns off screen keys. So if you ever notice that the screen keys key is a little bit empty for a while I'm obviously hitting keys, that's the reason why. All right, so I've just signed in with that one. Let's kill this. Let's jump back over to this. Hopefully, what was it, every couple of seconds, every 10 seconds or so, it should spit out that message. But for now, let's just double check that the additional command is in there. And that was hi. Please don't crash. Nope. Wait a second. Huh? Chatbot. Job to scheduler. That's the group. Starting it. Execution. That looks good. But it doesn't seem to be doing the actual goddamn commands. Let's try it again now it's running. It's not grabbing the messages, which is assumably because I've got that in the main process before, like the queue system is interrupting the handler. So what would be the best way of handling that? I'm not too sure how. Oop, incoming outbreak in 5 minutes. I'm not too sure what the best way of like running that separately will be. Oop, let me jump back to it. Where the fuck is it? There we go. Let's just jump back because I'm smooth-brained. Await. Maybe the wait is what is causing the issue on it. So like, let's jump back into the logs. Start execution. Yeah, so that's the thing running. The job grouping, like the... An easy way that I like to think of, like... Test, test, test. Test, test, test. It has absolutely fucked up the order entirely. I was gonna, go to an ad break from the looks of it. That's probably the best way of playing it. I'll go to ad break, fix up all of my audio, and then, oh, hang on. If I mute this, yeah, I need to set up the audio outputs again. So I'll see you all after this ad break, I guess. Oh my god, that is so annoying. Yeah, so like I said at the start, this big thing here, all those bullshit that's going on is because the Linux build of Thingamawhatsit is not the best. Linux build of OBS is not the best, so I've needed to use. Oh, hang on. They just processed it. Hang on. It processed it when I stopped the execution. So let's try this again. Whoop, that's not how you spell that. Let's try that. Right. And is that then going to start the code execution? It is. And if I kill it, it's then going to execute it. Let's kill it again. I am an idiot. I'm an absolute fool and a buffoon. Ugh. Apparently another ad break's about to come up. I'm gonna check 15, go take toilet break, all that good stuff. Feel free to hassle the bot in chat if you are in chat while I'm AFK. All right, hopefully everything is back. Cool. I'm just piping straight up into ChatGPT. Let's bump this over onto the homepage so we can sort of see everything on the same place. That is really busted up. That I just asked ChatGPT like what the best way of doing it is, because I am going to be floundering around for a fair while. So the thing that I sent it was, firstly I sent it the entirety of my main RS file. I did that, and then I told it that I firstly don't want it to block the main thread, as we could see as it was doing up here. It needed to manually be ended before we go on to process the next thing. And I also told it that I want the commands that I want to run on a schedule to be set like that. So let's grab this bad boy and copy and paste it in. Actually, that's probably is a better idea of having an interval as a separate value in there like that. So the Rust types. I don't know if I have the Rust types. Where are my Rust types configured? Probably in the schedule. Like I would have expected to be in a schedule, but maybe I threw it in here. And then that one, schedule in your bot start method. Alright, so let's go back up to where we're finding them. So the types. I don't think I have a schedule message anywhere. Let's just do a quick search of everything. We don't. So let's throw this into the scheduler and whack this bad boy all in here, I think. Unless we'll need to command. Yes, the command is in here. All right. If I can import this from this, oh, not that one, from over here, that is how I'd like to do it. Like having to define the type pubs for, let's just check if I can import it there. Nope. I guess that'll be fine to do it over here. All right, not that one in the schedule. So the schedule message, we're gonna slam that in here. And the config, I'm not too sure if this will be for, yeah, that'll be in here. And the schedule, do we need any additional things on that? Nope, that it all looks good. This is, cannot find schedule messages in the scope. That is fine because we don't actually have schedule message in the scope. It is, what is it? Schedule. Schedule. Is it 1 or 2? 2. The trait bound serial is not satisfied, required by bound introduced by this call. The trait bound, blah, 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 blah. Jesus Christ, that is not a very helpful message, I'll tell you that. And let's jump into the command. Command is in here. Trigger response, that is also fine. I'm not too sure why it's not satisfied at this point. Simple process supports seconds and minutes. An example, we might some prudent but must be replaced with actual sender code or via the web socket. I mean, I guess we might just throw that into the main one. Like, can you just grab that and why is it the trait deserialized not implemented here? So it should be. Why? Oh, I'm not importing it. Serde. Am I not importing Serde? Oop. Serde? Yeah. Oh, hang on. Serde derive. I'm not too sure what the difference is here with cert A and cert A derive, or if that's even going to make a difference. Allegedly so. All right. Where are we sitting? Set a drive. Like that does look fine. And unless it's just the no, that one, this one, that. Okay, it was just because it was declared publicly there. Cool. Config. Config is here with the option schedule message. Command is also the same. Cool, so that's fine. This is in the boss. So maybe we should throw this into the schedule as well. Where would it then be been called? Probably leave it. Probably throw this one into the schedule as well. Let's put this above it just in case, and see if it complains. Pass interval is never used. That's fine. And for that, we probably would want to drop it down within the bot itself. Actually, I think maybe. So jump over here to this and we'll take a look at the connection. So this is the mainbot WebSocket connection, which ends here, I think. Yes. Wait, nope. Start. So this should be in the start function? Yeah, that should be in the start function. Allow unreachable code. I'm not too sure about this one, though. Oh, anyway, that is up here. Cool. So this is actually there. And then we want to... Do we want to try and join first or after? Oh, no, after. All right, so we're going to drop this down a bunch so that we can copy and paste that bad boy in. Yoink. All right, so how many complaints? Jobs executor, which would be imported through Lightspeed, which I guess we probably will have to import it in here as well. We probably won't have to, like we will definitely be able to clear it up a whole bunch so that that isn't the case. But let's find this error. What do we got here? Pass interval in this scope. Oh, right. All right, so let's then grab this and jump back. Boom, 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 boom. So now we're, please. Oh, it's private. Public. And that should deal with this, right? Cool. All right, what is this one? Send schedule message. I'm not too sure where we put it. Do we put send schedule message anywhere? Like, do we even have that running currently? Hang on, this one. Yeah, no, it's just that. So why is it just there? Oh yeah, no, we need the additional function for it. I mean, we may as well put that outside of the bot, I think. Maybe, I think. Like, we can put this in here. We'll just check if there's anything that all looks fine. STD, async, arc, Tokyo sync, mutex. Helix client, we do have. The I wrapper, we don't have. I'm not too sure what the fuck that is, but we're going to include it anyway. And let's grab this. Hang on. Yeah. Cool. So I'm going to jump up to, I think about here. Drop that in there. What's this complaint about? Implicit edited lifetime not allowed here. I'm going to be honest, I have no clue what the fuck that means. Let's just try this, right? Boom. Look, so we complain about it. Unused variable client. I guess that's fine. I guess that's also fine. All right, so if we then jump back through to this, and let's just set this to 1 minute, right? But now, just check that it'll run. Whoop. Nope. Found. Whoop. I'm just gonna. Nope, maybe not. Mismatch types. On 194. So let's go to 194. 194. I've hit shift twice again. I just realized 194 GG. Expected Helix client found a reference to it. All right, hold on. Client expected that. What if we? Yeah, I was unsure about that. Yeah, so this one I'm definitely going to Chatbot because I am a smooth brain. Let's jump back over. Boom. Ugh. Pass client by value. That actually probably would have been a better idea. Wasn't that what I literally just fucking did? Get rid of the by reference. Like, oh, hang on. Where am I? Where's my cursor? There we go. Boom. Like that's that. And then that threw errors up here. Because of closure. This works if your function is defined like this, which it isn't. So let's grab this and try. Or we could change the function signature to accept reference, which is probably what I want to do. All right, so I think the function was above it. Whoop. I don't know if I hit something I didn't want to there. Yeah, that's right. So let's just find where this is. That's here. So let's change this reference to. Yeah, that looks right. Broadcaster. Implicit. I just don't actually understand what this is complaining about. Indicator of enormous lifetime. Other than that, that all looks fine. Then your call and closure would remain as that. This call extend is updating accordingly. If you design the rest could expect the client to pass by value. Remove the ampersand when calling it, yeah. But I feel like passing it by reference is probably the way to go, so we don't need to like reauthor it or anything like that. But I'm still unsure about this. So let's just undo that, right? What is We want to redo all of that. I'm just going to do this, run this, and then we'll check it again. So it's the same error, but, well, the actual error that I tried to bypass previously by referring to it by reference, by value instead of by reference. I don't know what it means by inferring the lifetime for the context. Like, I just straight up don't get it. Which is this thing that I said at the start of the stream that I just straight up don't fucking get. Anyway, all right. Error occurs because it's defined with lifetime parameter, blah, 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 blah. But that is exactly how it's defined. Then we should update it to include the same lifetime value. For example, send to, oh, okay. So that's it. It's just, I need to copy and paste the thing that I didn't understand in the first place, and it should work. All right, let's try that. Nope. All right, what do we have here? A whole lot of errors, actually. Along with a bunch of unused stuff, because I did just import the entire thing. Inverse the compiler exactly what lifetime it is. If you need function generic over lifetime, introduce a lifetime parameter. I do kind of like that one a little bit more. So let's literally grab that and then jump back. And that is just that. And for now, I'm just going to comment that out and see if that'll behave. We know that they're unused, which is fine because I'm not actually doing anything with them yet. Cannot move out of client capture variable in a f enclosure. 20204 one off. Right, yeah, so these so it does have quite a few errors off it at this point. Let's just run this entire thing back through old mate. And we're just gonna give them all of those errors and just go wild. So how many errors do we actually have? 7 warning, 3 errors, and all of them are in reference to the token being handled incorrectly. Cannot move out of client a capture variable in f enclosure. Oh, I should have put it in the bot, I'm guessing. Like, I'm guessing that it should be within the bot itself. Scheduled job registration should be like that. And then that should be like that. All right, so let's grab that, which I'm pretty sure is what it already is. Let's just check it. No, it's slightly off. Like I don't understand this, and especially when it's like by reference and then one of those and then something and then one of those again. No fucking clue. All right, so let's take a look at the registerer, which is, I believe, here. So I'm just gonna jump that in here, drop that in, and then go down to here and just delete this. And pray. Nope, we have some errors. I mean, it hasn't crashed so far, and I'm expecting it to want me to sign in, hopefully. Hopefully. Boom, boom. That looks good so far. So hopefully after I sign in, firstly, we'll get all of our exclamation commands, but we'll also get the scheduler running, which we'll just post to the log here. Yep. Send the scheduled message. This is the scheduled message. Job connected. Let's try high. Yeah, it is still blocking. So like I need to hit Control C to kill that execution of it before it actually ran, which is definitely not what I fucking want. And I'm unsure if I hit it again, if it will run or not. So let's give it a minute. Yeah, there we go. So that's that one. But it is still now what was the command that we actually wanted to run? This is a scheduled message. So we should be saying this is a scheduled message somewhere around here. Nope. I think that is coming from this one. That is this, which is not what we actually want to be running at all. So maybe I just don't actually start the schedule, because if I do the same thing again and we've now queued a command to run, if I hit Control C now, it crashes. But it did run it, allegedly. Application pattern crashed. Light speed, all jobs complete. Yeah. Like I said, so most of this has been like copy pasted from Chatbot, and it ain't great. It ain't great. The performance, well, the performance isn't bad, to be fair, but the let's pop up one of these and keep doing exactly the same thing of asking ChatGPT to fix it. Because I don't want the stream to go on too late, like maybe an hour or two. I'm not going to spend too much time messing around, setting everything up manually, doing all that. Ugh. Let's just paste that, and then we'll grab this one as well, and paste that, and then we're just going to dump the output as well. And boom. It's still blocking and depends on hitting Control C to process the main thread. Nope, shit. Because even looking at it, we should have that command. Add a job scheduler, starting job, subscriber. So there's my message. That's a chatbot response. I'm just going to quickly smash an ad. I've only just signed on for for affiliate. So I just want to like give it a month and just see how the ad revenue looks. So I'm just going to run a quick 3-minute ad. I'm entirely unsure if this will behave as I expect it to and or want it to, but let's find out. So let's then jump into this one and authorize it. And authorize it once again. All right, there we go. That looks better. And this is hello from job. This happens every 10 seconds. I think that's just part of the scheduler, and I probably don't want to include that in there at all. Like, we don't need this at all. But let's just check this. This is a scheduled message. We should see that frequently. We cannot see it from the looks of it. Does not seem so. So let's try once again sending a command that should trigger off a normal command. Yep, that's behaved correctly. Nice, that's what I like to see. But what do I have it set to? Interval 1M. So we should see this every 1 minute or so. So let's jump all the way down, right? Lightspeed scheduler, hello from job. This happens every 10 seconds. Don't care. I want a minute. I want to be on the frequency that I set. This is schedule message. That is, I think, what we want. That is what I want. So when was this sent? This was sent roughly a minute ago. So let's just jump down a bunch. And it should, in the next minute or so, should appear. Hopefully. If it appears, then we know that it's going to work. Know that it is working. So far, it doesn't seem like it. There we go. There we fucking go. We've got it. We have got it. All right. So, firstly, I want to get rid of all of that fucking bullshit. But then we want to jump in to this one. Replace. Yeah. So how are we sending the messages? How? This should be sending, right? No, maybe not. I was definitely expecting it to see it sending there, but maybe because WebSocket hasn't actually connected yet. We haven't actually set the WebSocket on it. Right, so I assume that we can just oh, Jesus Christ. I assume that we can just hit it at that point with hang on. Is that within itself though? Hang on. this. I think this needs to be in this. So we've got somewhere in here every like minute or so. This. Oh, fuck. This. I think we want to move this in to the bot. The same way we sort of got the command in there. And then reuse as much of these as possible, I would assume. And what are we passing into it? Oop. Client, broadcaster, message token, subscription, command rest token. Like, I just don't think that we're going to be able to pass it through like that. I mean, fuck it, let's try it. Hang on. So is that set? Move schedule call here to prevent blocking on every event. Match event, payload, subscription, event notification, payload, message notification, payload. Start both the WebSocket listener and the token refreshing concurrently. WebSocket self-handle. Like, I feel like we really do need it to be in this. Match event. But we need to trigger the event specifically to just be a thing. Like, we just need our own event to be able to be triggered. Which I'm not too sure how to do off the top of my head. Oops, starting our break. Oh no, that is A-okay. Command. Yeah, I'm not too sure actually how to incorporate it in properly. So this is a schedule that it wants. That isn't what we want. Maybe we want to pass this sort of into it. I don't know. Just the chat GPT is not doing a lot to help with how to structure this shit. Ugh. How the fuck is this? This is a WebSocket. Maybe I would want it to be in the WebSocket itself and not process pay message. Yeah, I'm just not too sure. Whoop, not that one. This one. And I fucked up the layout entirely. That is fine. And where is this? Get token provider, device flow, bailer, bot, spawn the background scheduler, which is what we have running over here. I don't want this to be in here. I want this to be in the scheduler. Or maybe I don't. I'm not too sure. But either way, I want the scheduler to be in charge of sending the messages to the channel over WebSocket. Let's just see what it does, see what it says, because the current state is not conducive to fucking working. So we're probably going to need to pass in the what's it? The client. Maybe the payload, probably not the payload, but definitely at least the client so that we can trigger off like this section here. The original code uses Helix client, the WebSocket connection managed by the bot. We need to add another method within the bot structure or it send message bot.start. User wants to modify the schedule and blah blah blah. We'll introduce a MPS to manage sending. Send a message to send to the WebSocket listener will receive it to send a Twitch out. That makes sense. Which is what I was saying. But I don't know what that is. Modify the WebSocket client. The stub in that. Alright, Chatbot my source. Import the module you created. I think that's pretty much identical as it is currently. Apart from this, which then has a send message. None of that looks right, but for the sake of having no better, not that one actually, having no better idea, and it's only like 10 p.m, but my brain is shutting down on this one. We're literally just gonna bippity boppity boom and start copy and pasting shit in until something either blows up or works. My money personally is definitely on the latter. And there we go. And let's just keep copy and pasting this until we get something that works. Which is crazy to think that, like, Rust is a pretty straightforward language. Not that I understand it very well. Like the other projects that I was working on, I actually don't know if I have it here locally at all, but it was all just one file. It was a lot easier to work through than this. I think it's just a structure that, like, badly structured Rust code is just a mess and makes it a lot more difficult to wrap your head around it. I swear there's put two mains in that, but whatever. I really don't want to change WebSocket too much, if at all. Session ID, token client, connect URL, chats, and message receiver is separate. So let's grab this and just let it know that this is the current WebSocket.rs. Boom. Like, I think I was making pretty decent progress apart from having a slight issue with blocking the main thread. And then I decided to use ChatGPT to fix that one error. And now we've got 1,000 different errors, totally unrelated to the original one. Or in ChatGPT's in its defense, it did fix the one issue that I asked it to. It just introduced a whole bunch of other issues. What the fuck did it just do? I feel like this is entirely unrelated to what it was that I was asking it to do. What? If you integrate followed as the code, for example, creating a channel, you may be passing the receipt of the client. Below is the update of it. I don't know about this at all. But whatever. Let's see how many errors we get. Only 3. Only 3. This is what I get for script kidding my way through it. Which sucks, because I probably should have been spending a bit of time. First time chatter, starting ad break in 90 seconds. Actually, let's check. Yeah, no, 30 minutes is the last ad, so we should be good for a little while till the next ad is forced upon us. It's crazy to think that, like, it should be able to work out that, hey, if I'm about to introduce this bug, I'm about to introduce this bug. Let's not do that. I mean, it's running at this point. Well, it's at least asking me to log in, which is a decent step in the right direction. Authorize this. Let's jump into the logs. Nope. Let's just see if we have any outgoing messages that came up. I don't know if we did or didn't. 933. Nope. Nope, it did not. Man. Bad request. Web search sounds that's no extra already disconnected. So where is it that it's trying to do that? Nope, not that. Let's jump into that. I'm probably just gonna wrap this one up and drop it back to the defaults that I had set up previously of the working one. Like, ignoring the fact that there is a running actual like chatbot in the background that passed through to a local LLM that speaks like a Redditor, unfortunately. Exactly like that. So the chatbot will respond to anyone, I think, pretty sure, other than myself. And Streamer Elements is one of those people, but it won't stop talking like a Redditor. It won't shut up about tacos. These things happen. Hang on, is it actually still running? Hang on, I thought this was a, like, fatal error. Completed with error. Hang on, let me just try sending one like a command through, right? Boom, hi. Has it reconnected? Nope. Nope. Alright, so what do we got? Indicates API is rejecting session ID setting for the event subscription, which is, yeah, well, no shit. That's where it is. Process welcome message. Let's just grab this. Yoink. Nope. Whoop. Shit. Yoink. Shit. How? Is it 2 of these? Oh no. And it doesn't end here. Let's kill it, reset it. Like, there's no reason for it to make to even desire making that change to that section. Taco Tuesdays, am I right? Who else is low-key obsessed with Taco Tuesdays? I swear to God, I'm going to lobotomize this thing, and it's not going to make a goddamn fucking difference. Are we in? Not quite yet. We need to sign in. Or authorize it at least. Fuck is that? Alright. Let's check this. See if anything's getting too weird around it. Nothing. Oh my god. Hold on. Ensure that you've set up a tracing error layer, and that's fine. I don't have one. And I don't want one. Is this going to acknowledge it? Nope. Alright. It just ain't doing that. I definitely, like, I could have done this in Node in like half an hour. I'm actually going to grab the entire state of it, right? I'm going to paste it in here and call this failed. And then I'm just going to go back in here. And then I'm going to, actually, I think I've already committed these too many times. But I'm going to grab these. I probably will need to rename this one real quick. And that's fine. I don't know what the fuck those are doing here, why we need any of those, but whatever. I'm going to commit all of this, and I'm just going to go and reset the main one back to the fucking repo like we did at the start, which is not that one. Git remote. That one. I don't think that's gonna work, but it fucking should. There we go. And then I'm just gonna copy and paste everything back in, and then we're just gonna leave it. I just gonna add in some like really quick simple commands. So let's just go literally through each of these. I know that I should be able to reset it to a specific branch very easily, but it's not worth the risk. Let's copy everything. Boom. Main. Actually, I'm gonna kill all of that. And we're just gonna go into here. Whoop. And back up into cargo. Yoink. So we don't have any extraneous or superfluous bullshit in the package. I'm probably gonna leave that one as it is. Let's copy that bad boy. Whack that one in there. It's crazy that I had more difficulty adding a schedule than I did integrating it with a locally running large language model to respond with context to conversation. But I mean, hey, it'd be like that sometime. I might hit you all with a 1 minute ad break, just because I'm trying to work out, like, trying to see what monies I can get out of shilling for Bezos. So I'm going to do that while I set everything up, maybe a 3-minute ad. Just while I set everything back up to its default state. Yep, let me just make sure that this is muted. So that we don't get any feedbacks. Boom. Alright, where is it? Because I've got it here somewhere, that one. Copy link. Boom. Trigger Discord. I actually haven't set up a Discord, so let's leave this as a please check back later. What else do we want? We probably want all the like generic sites. Twitter, I think I do have a Twitter that I haven't set up. Actually, GitHub is one that we want. But VN, boom. Are there any other sites that we sort of want to need to link? I don't have links. Well, I like a link stack that I need to set up properly. So let's grab this as well. Trigger links. And we'll just do that for now. Fuck, not that. This. So I actually have this running on like my personal one. So the default will actually drop me into, I'm pretty sure, yeah, into my personal one. So I set this up, like sort of set it up. So this is all of my personal links for like my GitHub, my LinkedIn, blah, blah, blah. My personal blog, which I don't write to nearly enough. It's got a little thing down here letting you guys know that I'm live. I do have a couple of nice blog posts in here. Something that actually probably will cover and might actually do like a proper bit of a video on is this like program just straight up called MPQ that legitimately, that isn't clickbait. It got me 200 gigabytes of space back from my machine. Anyway, yeah, I was like promoting my own like personal blog here. I set it up with Hugo. It is shit. Like, there's a lot of like visual issues and this, that, the other. And I am A-okay with that. I want it to be like that. It is good enough. Hang on, what the fuck's going on here? Yep. Come on. Yep. It's good enough. It's something that I threw together while I was working like a full-time job. It's nice enough. Like, here is a little thing that I threw together on how I had to use I had to fucking, there was a huge drive full of PDF documents that wasn't labeled correctly. They weren't set up correctly with any kind of adequate file structure. There was no hierarchy. There was no logical hierarchy for anything. So instead of going through and trying to actually fix it all up, I just wrote a quick little type sense script script that plugs straight into Azure Blob Storage. So instead of paying for the fucking whatever Azure's AI blob indexer is, it just fucking ran this over it instead. Yeah, that's fine. What else do we want? Actually, YouTube. Do we have a YouTube link there? Yep. Discord needs to be set up. That can go. Well, actually, like my actual site. So that's this. You can also watch the streams live here. We've even got little chats in there. Eventually I will be trying to, one of the big things and the big reasons that I did want to have a repeating on a schedule message is that I do want to try to direct people to this site for subscriptions as opposed to subscribing through Twitch. Whoop. Nope. Not Twitter. Actually, I think I do have a Twitter, but it'll be linked here. I don't even know if I have a Twitter set up like properly. Not that one. Surely. Yep. Cool. Let's see what it is. Apparently, it made me follow a bunch of people. So I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna follow Alex Jones because that'd be hilarious. May as well grab this. Don't ask about this. This is fully automated and auto-scheduled with AI. This is a test auto-scheduling one, but this is my actual desktop, obviously. And I think I have hit shift twice and killed it. So let's put it in Twitter. And actually, I think that probably is right. Oh, x.com, lol. So let's do the same thing for X. Not YouTube. We want site. And I'm going to do the same thing for, let's go blog. And also, support, that could be a good one. So these are sort of, I've got it hidden at the moment, but there is a functioning donation system. It is set up and linked through with, it's in demo mode at the moment, but there is a functional system in there. Apparently setting another ad break, which, oh, nope, that is A-okay. Cool. And then I'm gonna just do a command, trigger help. And we want this to not do that. We actually want it to list each command. I don't know if there's a way to break up messages over multiple lines. So I guess the main ones that we would want would be, can I do this? Like, can I do that? Is that allowed? Like, let's just, where am I? Am I in the right place? Yep. Let's hear this. I do expect this to fucking break. But like, I'm really curious about this one, if it'll escape it properly, escape the new lines properly. All right. I'm in. All right, now let's try sending just something nice and Hi. Nice, that looks good. So let's try some out. Let's try out some of the other ones. Let's go YouTube. Nice, nice, nice. But the real thing, this is what I'm unsure what it'll do. Was it help? I mean, look, that's actually not as bad. Oh, fuck. That was not as bad as it could have been. Like, it's really not legible. Send you my support. But all in all, that's like the basic functionality there. Like, that should do for the basic chatbot sort of functionality for now. Let's just quickly check the GitHub. Boom. There we go. Oh my god, leg cramp. Fuck. Ah! I'll probably want to spend a bit of time like fixing up and making a couple of changes to my GitHub as well. Oh fuck. Alright, give me like 30 seconds to die from this leg cramp. Yeah. This might actually impose nicely. Oh, that actually imposes really nicely over screen keys. I've got the worst leg cramp. So that right there, okay, no, it does not impose well over screen keys. I take that back. Let's move this up a little bit. Let's skip a couple. Actually, you know what? We're gonna smash some baby no mana, some Habibi no Mula, or Young Martyr. Maybe not that one though. Let's see if we can find 50k. Yeah, there we go. This is the bob. This is the bob. But you'll notice up in the top, up here, you can see the song that I'm listening to, right? Like, this is a custom little widget that I wrote for my window manager that does a bunch of stuff, but one of the things it does do is show what I'm listening to. If you look here, you can see that it still says I'm listening to that song, and if you're here, you'll see I'm listening to that song. The reason for that is this doesn't actually refresh. So if I hit that refresh button, hopefully it's actually legible at this point. Like, it might actually look good. But I need to refresh this page to get it back, which I am not too much of. Fuck. Which really isn't too much of an issue, but I'll probably, at some point, I want to have a page here that will automatically update with my stream stuff. Oop, and there we go. Just my morning coffee and I'm feeling fresh from the stream. I mean, that's probably the best message that this retard has sent to someone, and it's still 2 stream elements. At least it didn't mention tacos once, so that's a definite improvement. Yeah, let's cure this one though. Actually, while we're here, fuck it, we're gonna not do that. I should be logged in, right? Maybe not on this one. On this one, I tried to embed it there, but it didn't work. So let's get out of this. Let me grab my Twitch profile picture, which is that's a bad quality one. This is straight up yoinked from account settings, is it? Yep. Straight up yoinked from my old League account, which I don't even have access to anymore. It just came up somewhere, like it came up in my suggested or emails or something, or like an op.gg autofill in the browser. I'm like, oh my god, that's my old League account. I'm not gonna lie, the fucking profile picture, like that little cat goes so fucking hard. Anyway, let's throw this bad boy into my profile. And I'm hoping there's not going to be anything in here that I don't want to be shown on stream. Downloads. It's going to be this one, right? Yeah, cool. Can I make this bigger? Nope. Can I make it smaller? Good enough. I probably will need to link socials. Gonna need to link everything. So I guess fuck it, this is turning into a link fucking everything stream. Not that one. Where the fuck did I just put? There. Boom. Hang on. I could probably grab a lot of them from here. So I definitely need to set up a Discord as well, just because I feel like that's a thing to do, the right thing, the thing that needs to be done. Twitter. I guess I don't really need any of those other ones. Yeah. Let's go chuck this one in there as well. This is going to be links for fucking everything. Did I put that in? Nope. There we go. Right. Private. Fuck. I need to check this on my main account. Because all right, let me just pull up my own like GitHub, right? Like I don't have a profile picture. It is what it is. Like all of these, like my contribution and shit, total PRs 3, like that's just because it's only reading in the public ones. And I make a lot of contributions to my own private repos. What is this? Oop, that's me. What the fuck am I doing here? Alright, let's kill that. Kill that one as well. I'm in the wrong goddamn place entirely. Boom. Public email. Don't want to show that at all. My bio. I don't know if I even have bio set up here. Yeah, no, I don't. So let's leave it as it is. Fuck it. Let's just save that. And probably close this out entirely. And save this bad boy. Cool. I think I saved the wrong one. Alright, so let's suss this. Boom. What the fuck's this saying? Alright, let's get in. It's a good song. Good song. But probably not the right vibes about ODing on sleeping pills at 17. Sorry, Mr. Martyr. Right. Why the fuck is this lagging so much? It just fucking died on me. What other options do we have? Day theme, night theme, whatever, that's fine. Yeah. So can I set a status in here, right? Like, can I go, what's like live or some shit? Like, what's my, not that. My created dashboard, manage stream. Can grab this and just go fucking. Fuck that. I'm just gonna go live. I just set it to live. What's a red emoji? Yep, there we go. Give me that. Give me that shits. And can I go boom live on Twitch? Can I do that? That clear status. Let's just set it in an hour, right? Actually, let's go after today. Set status. I'll just check my profile, right? Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, I'm not too sure about that though. That's okay, I guess. Fuck, I should probably actually link Twitch. Boom, 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 boom. And then I want to grab me channel. Grab, close. Speedrun copy pasting. Like, honestly, let's fucking go. I probably do want to actually want my own site first. Let's wait. Let's refresh it. I'm actually sure why it's so laggy. Twitch play. Why the fuck is this so slow? So I was having a look before at the that's not what I wanted. So these I was looking for a way to embed the Twitch player like into my README. But I'll probably end up doing something like it's very, very similar to this, where I'll have a web server somewhere running, and if I'm live, it will have like a snippet, like the preview image, and if I'm not, they just fucking won't. But yeah, I also want to change the Twitter/X and Instagram and Facebook username. Actually, let me change this real quick as well. And sort of bring them all together, like a bit of brand recognition of my brand being I'm fucking stealing from Riot because I really like that picture. Good enough for now. So depending on how much how often they allow you to change your like details over the API. Like I might aim to automatically update everything, pretty much, put it bluntly. Like I might aim to update the like Twitch, Instagram, fucking Facebook. Does anyone even like, do you really need a Facebook page? Like apart from pushing short form content through to it, do you need one? Do you really need one? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, hold on. Let me just jump back into my settings for this account. That wasn't what I wanted to do. This was. And this channel. Yoink. And let's just drop that right there, right? Actually, hang on. I want more social accounts. Give me more links, god damn it. Like I want to swap these around. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna swap these around. Alright, boom. I'm gonna put this here for now. That can go there. That can then go there. That can go there. Let's hit the refresh. Probably would want to make that a little bit bigger as well. And if I can, pull in the title for the stream and all that good shit. Like, I'm not too sure how much control you actually get over the GitHub API, but anyway, that should be about fuck shit. Well, fuck shit. CAR fucking, there we go. Fuck me. What was the command that I ran to get this running? That one. There we go. Cool. Like, I know that Sergeant as well can run a command based on a certain frequency. So like, if I exit this, right, we'll just take a look at it. Like, let's pop up the admin. There are, oh, I don't have commands. LS, allegedly. I don't know if it's running or not, but allegedly. Let's boop. Once it's up and running, see if it will respond. It doesn't seem like it is running, so maybe I turned it off, which is all good. Or I just forgot to add the the bang prefix. Yeah, cool. So instead of rebuilding everything from the ground up, I probably could have just pillaged and pilfered. Hang on, what was it called again? I'm so sorry to the developer of this thing that is working really, really well that I keep forgetting the name of it. Sergeant. Oh, hang on. You probably want to search through not Twitch, fucking GitHub. Yeah, this is it. So I'm just going to link this in the chat for anyone that wants to check it out themselves. But that's what I've been using to sort of view chat just in a TUI environment. And maybe I could just use this. Maybe I could just use this instead of most of the other one. Because like it will and can run Spotify commands. Oh, sorry. Just run bash commands straight from it, which is a horrible fucking idea. Ugh. Like, the absolute last thing that you want to do is just let randoms run shit on your machine. But let me jump over here. Not that one. Fuck it. Let's go this and hope it's put me in the right place. It has. So what do we got? Admin. I think N add name promo site. All right, so let's, where the fuck's my site? Did you know that you can also watch, did you know you can also watch That's not how you spell watch. Hopefully that'll behave. Timing minutes. We want to set that to every 5 to 10 minutes. So let's set that to 10 minutes. Submit. I don't know if that's active or not. I don't know if that's refreshed. I don't know if that's active. I don't know if that errored out anywhere. Boom, good luck, have fun. Your host, your server is rather new. You're a maze of twisty passages, all alike. So this is just a pure control DU. Ain't no way. Oh, there is a way. Fuck me. Alright. Let's just let this run for a little bit. Yeah, it still doesn't give me any useful information. Can we go? I want a, not that. I want a, not a command. This is what I want. Wait, what? Let's just run this shit back. And let's do that. Well, hang on. We're going to need to. Boom. Yeah, because this is chat command still. So I don't know. Whatever. And let's grab this. I'm just gonna boom. You can also watch. I don't know why I keep misspelling watch, like out of all things. And I don't think it actually matters if we. Let's set that to 5. Let's just double check with the thing what's it. Alright, so let's run chat wrap. Let's let that run for a little bit. Alright, so we're gonna need to wait about 5 minutes. Because I'm an absolute shill, I'm just gonna real quick drop on a little bit of a bop, if I say so myself. Young Thug. Actually, let's go and like songs. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's drop this one and enjoy the ad break. Just to make sure everything's gonna work out well. just like to apologize for all of the ads that I'm playing. As I mentioned, I partnered literally yesterday, so I'm just sort of smashing them shits and seeing if it's worth it. I went a fair while with being able to, like, being entitled to affiliate status, but I didn't actually go ahead with it because I hear the payouts are really, really bad and it's just not worth it. So that's actually the main inspiration for setting up this site, which I have, hang on. I now have a command for it. Fuck, what was it? Site. There we go. I don't know why it replied to me twice, but whatever. So the main inspiration for making this site was actually for subscriptions directly through this site. A lot of this has been taken from, well, not taken, heavily inspired by Destiny's site. And the 50-50 split for subs is not something that I'm too keen on letting Mr. Bezos get away with, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to try and... wait, what the fuck does it mean it's preparing an ad? What the fuck do you mean you're preparing a 3-minute ad? Time slots ad 5 minutes. Yeah, that should be fine. No one should get any ads. Cool. Alright, cool. Hopefully. If it starts another ad break, I'm just gonna fucking end it because that'll be a little bit silly. Anyway. Where were we? Boom. This. So I added in the spam command. So I think I might need to actually trigger it. Spam? Is that then going to trigger? Nope. So that's based on, not this one, Sergeant. Fuck me. This one. Add a recurring announcement every 5 minutes. I'm pretty sure that is what I added. So let's just jump back into not this. This. Let's kill that. And let's jump into the admin section for it. And commands. It didn't add it. So maybe add spam, commands, add spam, 5. That looks right. Like, that looks right to me. That looks like it is set here. Let's just skip a couple of songs in. Skip a couple more songs. Actually, let's go back because that is a really nice one. No, that one, this one. Royal and the Serpent have some absolute bangers. And she's probably one of the best choices for an artist that really need to capture. So for anyone that hasn't watched Arcane, strongly recommend that you go and watch it. I initially wrote it off because it's just going to be a shitty league show, like, you know what I mean? But hang on. No, fuck me, I'm an idiot. Unless nope, that should be fine. Oh yeah, no, I've got an announcement. Nope, not actions. Announcement, is it N? Yes. Spam every 5 minutes. Yes. Edit. Do I need to hit S? Yes. Back. So why isn't it running? I have no clue how rewards work. Oh god, you can add a reward to run a shell command on my machine, and that just is not fucking happening. Sorry, guys. I'm just not too sure. Let's grab this, right? Because I think it does supposedly add this. Yeah, it doesn't add that at all. That's not how you do that. Fuck's sake. Boom. Yeah, not too sure. Add remove list RC commands. Arbitrary command. I don't want to do that. I just want to run the goddamn thing. So let's exit out of it entirely. If I can get out of it. Fuck you. Can I just run them from here? Like, can I just go spam? Nope. Help. I'm unsure how to trigger it, unless it has been going on. Whoop. Sorry, first time chat question new to the coding scene. Thinking about paying for full web dev course on Udemy. Is it a good place to start, or am I kidding myself? Firstly, ignore the fucking bot response that is firing off from this. So I'm mostly self-taught. I have a couple of qualifications that I've sort of got along the way, but response was badass to the ace. I'm dying over here. That taco comment is fine. But yeah, as far as those sorts of things go, they're really hit and miss. They're really, really hit and miss. I would probably recommend, depending what languages you're wanting to learn, probably, like, honestly, YouTube is probably one of the best places to go to learn. Probably start with even W3 schools, which they have like really extensive coverage of all of the stuff that you need to know with the basics like HTML, JavaScript, a little bit of SQL, PHP, that kind of stuff. I was going to drop a link to it in chat. Beyond that, I've personally never taken any of those sorts of courses, like especially paid ones. I know that some paid ones are good. I hear that the Primeagen has a front-end course going, and just based on it being the Primeagen, I imagine it probably would be worth it. But I think you're probably far better off, instead of trying to learn through a course, pick something that you want to learn, that you want to make, that you want to develop, that you want to have. And that'll give you sort of the intrinsic motivation to learn how to do it. Like the same sort of situation that I'm in at the moment. Like I've done like 2 or 3 projects in Rust, but I want to get a bit more familiar with it. So I've just gone balls deep, balls to the wall with an absolute fucking mess. But that's sort of a situation I found to be a lot better for sticking with it, as opposed to, hey, here's a packet of coursework to do, here's the basics, go crazy. If there's something that you don't understand in that course, you're on your own, and there's not really going to be that support network around it. Left to pick it up along the way. Both. So give me an example of something that you are considering building, like even if it's just from the ground up, you've got no experience at all in any language. Imagine a project that you'd like and just describe that. And then I'll sort of point you in the direction of what I think would be the best path to getting to a point that you can build that. And you're going to make mistakes along the way. Everyone does, and that's A-okay. Whoop. I really needed to turn this bot off, but it's just too funny. Eventually I do want this bot to sort of go out and join other people's Twitch chats as well and just chat shit. But for now, I'm just going to let it run in mine. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I misread this comment. I thought you were saying, should you work on a live project or just pick it up by yourself? Oh, there we go. Cool. I only just realized that the 5 minutes timer is firing. Let's just check if this is working. Nice. Cool. So, like I mentioned a couple of times, I'm going to try to eventually get everyone sort of moved over onto this site. Eventually, I want to build my own chat, like entirely from the ground up. A good example of that is Destiny.gg. Destiny's got his own chat. He did open source it a little bit. Horribly coded. But it shows that the potential is there, the functionality is possible. Let me just kill that. At the moment, nothing really. I'll be straight with you. A lifelong friend of mine went back to uni after he divorced, did a course. It was work-learn based. 42k years web dev maintaining HR websites from home. Look, I'm going to be honest. Firstly, that is really bad pay for the job, depending where you are. But a lot of jobs along Great British Pound. Let me just run that through to a dollar dues converter. Oop, 80. I mean, not bad. Not great, not bad. Yeah, so a lot of jobs, it's hard to describe, but a lot of jobs will expect you to be able to do everything from the get-go and also expect you to have no knowledge at all. So they'll generally, especially for smaller companies, smaller departments, they'll hire you as a front-end dev, and the first thing they'll tell you to do is migrate their entire stack from AWS to Azure and refactor the entire database. Like, most of the time, the people hiring don't really know what they're looking for. For that sort of stuff, I'd recommend probably the most common languages, the most common framework that'll probably give you the best all-around sort of exposure and understanding would definitely be, as corny as it is, WordPress. WordPress is still powering something like, WordPress market share, I guess. Yeah, so out of every website that uses a CMS that isn't custom built, 61% of all websites use WordPress. So I definitely recommend sort of probably getting started with WordPress just to familiarize yourself with pretty much the entire stack. It's not great. It has a lot of idiosyncrasies, WordPressisms, I guess you could say. But it'll give you the skill set to be able to transfer that into any other situation. I don't know if I have any public repos that I could share. But there's a lot of hang on. So the first thing you should do is probably learn something called Docker and Docker Compose. What that is if you've heard of VMware, it's a virtualization, containerization sort of a system. Docker Compose allows you to spin up something that is guaranteed to be isolated, identical, and reproducible, more or less. So it doesn't matter what computer you're on, doesn't matter what system is running it, it'll be exactly the same. From there, sort of take a look at different stacks. I would recommend WordPress because it does sort of cover everything that you could need to know, from like HTML front-end sort of stuff to like database management, connections, and that kind of stuff. A lot of companies will sort of just drop you in the deep end with no documentation as well. So if you're starting from scratch, I would definitely recommend checking out W3 Schools for the very basics. And complete new tutorial, only appreciate 5 course, next one CSS, Java, just learn how things work. Uses Docker, not that I know what it is, mostly works in React Node, Nest, 100% check it out. Perfect, yeah. So React is great, but definitely get really familiar with JavaScript itself first. It's a sort of like, there's a meme that there's I was able to find the bloody thing. XKDC? Nope, what the fuck is the comic strip? Comic strip. I want to say XKDC? That's not how you spell any of those words. That's the one. Let's grab this. Boom, boom. JavaScripto. Come on. I can't click on it because of the goddamn overlay. There you go. So this meme, right? If the bloody thing will load. Today. Right, let's just try doing this. Yeah, you guys might not be able to see it. It's really blurry. But more or less, there's been so many JavaScript frameworks, and everyone's like, I can do this better. And now there's just another competing JavaScript framework. React definitely has the most longevity, but it has a lot of idiosyncrasies in it as well. You probably won't need to. So this site that I've got here, this is built on Next.js, which is sort of a framework for React on top of it all again. So like you mentioned that he used, I think it was Nux or something like that. It's one of those, there's just 1,000 fucking frameworks. But yeah, definitely start off HTML, get familiar with it, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery as well. It's probably better to learn jQuery first over React, even though React will look easier. If you don't understand the underlying processes of it, like hang on, I'll just pull up a project that is just, it's a project that I've been working on for ages that I just keep rewriting and overcomplicating because I'm a goddamn idiot. Let's go into something with a context, right? Let's go with user context. Oop. Let's do it like this. And shrink that down. So this is React. A React context to be specific in TypeScript. I also highly recommend, as soon as you get slightly familiar with JavaScript, switch to TypeScript, learn TypeScript as soon as possible, because JavaScript will do that fun thing where it'll happily multiply a string by a class and then complain that it got a car out of it. Yes, 100% TypeScript. Well, I wouldn't say 100% you need to learn it because most places still won't use it, but it is something that I would strongly, strongly recommend learning. More or less, it is just a superset of JavaScript. What that means in layman's terms is it is JavaScript where you can define types strictly. So let's just find something that, let's go into actual components. Let's go account. No, maybe not that one. Maybe not that one either. Whatever, connected calendars, right? Let's scroll down a bit and go back up. So actually, these probably aren't great examples either, but you can see that the React component connected calendar modals, that takes in a prop So more or less the parameters that are passed into it called connected calendar motor prop, which demands that these be present. Well, with some exception of if you have a question mark before it, it doesn't have to have it. But it just ensures that the data that's being passed in is exactly what it expects to be and won't allow you to multiply a car by a class, divide it by a string, and that kind of bullshit. How long time frame take to learn this kind of thing to become work viable? So yes and no, it is a dependent on you situation. I have worked with a lot of people that are not confident at all, in all honesty. A lot of people that I've worked with should not have been hired. Equally, don't, like if you don't have 100% of the criteria in a job listing, you will be able to pick it up going along pretty quickly. If you're applying for sort of a junior programmer or an internship sort of a position, apply right now. Like out the gate, they are more than willing to sort of handhold you along the way to tell you what you need to know. And it's something that it will be very dependent on sort of the company. But once you know the basics of like, at least, where the fuck did it go? I don't know where I left it. Anyway, as long as you know the basics of HTML, once you're moderately familiar with JavaScript, comfortable with TypeScript, you can start looking for web developer roles. So if we split them into web developer, web designer roles, just don't apply for any like software engineer roles because they will have a much higher expectation of understanding. Like he thinks the project should do what I'm learning is build a website about myself throughout the journey. Like anytime I learn something, start with HTML. Yes, that is great. That is honestly 100%. That is a really, really good suggestion. Jumping back to this one. I did something slightly similar. I need to strip a bunch of it out, but it's like just a today I learned sort of section, which I haven't filled out for fucking ages. But it's just like quick notes that I want to be able to reference sort of as I've gone on. Doing something like that, like having a project looks a lot better than having a piece of paper that says you've done something, especially for all of the code boot camps that are sort of like, I don't want to say degree mills because you don't get a fucking degree out the other side. But if you have a good project that you're able to walk someone through in an interview, and don't be afraid to say, hey, I actually don't understand why this works or how this works. Most of the time, they're not there to make sure that you have 100% knowledge on every possible aspect of it. They're there to make sure that you know what you say you know, and that you're able to admit that you don't know some things and are willing to learn those sorts of things. So throwing together a personal site for your journey, especially if you can introduce each of those aspects to like a new page, say, that's a great way of walking through any employees, potential employees during interviews, and that'll look very favorable for you. Thank you for following Mr. Bendalf. Actually, hang on. Why hasn't that bot been going crazy? Oh, it's died. Hold on. The the local Olama bot timed out because I'm not actually refreshing this token properly. Like I'm just using it as a sign-on thing. And what's it? So now that that's running again, we should get a lot more bullshit into the chat. Really appreciate your honest replies. Don't want to take too much of your time though. Not a problem at all. Like I was getting pretty close to just throwing in the towel. Like I got pretty close to where I wanted to end this stream, but I'm more than happy to offer any advice, any experience that I have, any questions you guys have. That's what we're here for. We are here for entertainment, answer questions, get everything going. Let me just check that this is behaving. And let me just trigger a, what is it, fucking AI pirate? And hopefully that'll kick off the, there we go. And then hopefully that'll kick off the LLM. Yep, there we go. We're back to the Reddit retardation. But yeah, no, feel free to ask any questions. I literally, like, if I can answer them, I will answer them. And if I can't answer them, I'll point in the direction of someone that can. So yeah, to sum it up, get familiar with the basics and just start applying for jobs you think won't have too high of an expectation, which sounds stupid, but a lot of companies hiring for like web developers, all they want is someone to move a button around every 24 hours. And that sort of stuff. Also, you can Google shit on the job like 90% of the time. Like even when my coworkers have had like PhDs, doctorates in like comp sci or machine learning, half the time we're Googling something really basic because we don't remember it off the top of our heads, and that is A-okay. Where the fuck am I? Oh, that's that project. Let's cue that and pop this back up. Boom, boom, boom. That's that. That is this one. Cool. If anyone else has any questions that I'd like to field for the next little while, actually, before that, I'm going to go to the toilet and I'm going to hit you all with a 3-minute break and a nice classic song to start it off. So yeah, I'm going to cut off a 3-minute, fuck me. I can cut a 5 to 15-minute break, start a 3-minute ad break, and if anyone has any questions or anything that I'd like to sort of throw at me in the meantime, I'll be back to answer them then. There we go. Let's check on the Discover Weekly and see, never mind, it's really angsty shit. I do like this song. This is what we're going with. All right. I swear to God, if it just said it's starting an ad break, I'm going to murder Bezos. I'm going to go to his house and strangle that man. Boom, 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 boom. Cool, yeah. So everything seems like it's working. Oh, shit. Fucking. Ugh. Everything seems to be working pretty well at this point. Boom, boom, boom. So probably package up, not this one, the one that'll just drop in like my links and shit like that, like the just typical commands. And the stream elements one, I didn't need to actually, I'm going to change that right now. Stream elements, because I've got stream elements set to send a message every X minutes. And I guess I could just use it to do that message, or I could just keep it begging for its life and begging for an update. Actually, I think it's funnier if I leave it like that. Cool. Where do we? Boom, 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 boom. Yep, that is all good. So something I noticed that you can do is set up multiple Twitch accounts like with the same credentials. So that eventually, that's what I want to do for this bot. And I want to let him run free range across Twitch, chatting shit, being an absolute Redditor, but not in my name. Actually, let's close that out. Chrono can go, that can go, that can go, that can go. Sergeant can stay, that can go, and that can go. Cool, well, more or less, I think that's pretty much where we wanted to leave it. Yep, so just a quick shout out to if anyone has any other questions or anything that they'd like me to talk about, both because I'd love to help, like honestly, 100% love to offer any advice that I can. Also just to sort of work out what kind of content people are interested in the future. Like if I have a lot of people that are interested in learning how to break out into the industry, I guess I could do something like that. If people are interested in specific stacks, we could do something like that. But just real quick, I'll see if I can find, and if it's public, I think I have a WordPress like base stack. No, I do not. Let's kill that one and kill that one. Nope. Let's ignore all of that. I really need to check if there's an API endpoint for GitHub that'll allow me to update my status here as well. But for now, I won't worry too much about it. All right, well, I think I'm how long's this been going? Almost 4 hours. I'm probably going to call it for the night. Everyone have a good one. Feel free to follow, subscribe. Actually, don't subscribe here. Don't subscribe on Twitch. Wait for me to finish setting up my own site, then subscribe there so I get 100% of the royalties. But feel free to follow if you enjoyed. Feel free to follow if you hate me. Yeah. See you all next time. totally forgot. I'm going to send you all on a raid. I don't know who I'm going to raid yet, but you're going on a raid.